Hello and welcome to the Yarnings Podcast. I'm Christine and I'll be your host. This is episode 69. This is the second part of the road trip episode. Last week I recorded from the beginning of our journey and we are now on the end of our journey. I am kind of joined by my co-host Eric, who is driving. Even though the screen looks backwards, I am not driving and editing and recording a podcast at the same time. That would be slightly dangerous. So, let's move into some life stories and I'll tell you where we're at and all that fun stuff. Alright, so life stories. I am currently out in the high desert. Is this still high desert? Out near Lancaster, California. We like taking this little bit more scenic, slow route out here to get towards the north from LA area because it's just nicer. There's a few less cars and it's really pretty. We got to drive by a big Air Force base this morning that had big giant cargo-y planes going past, and just it's a little bit slower and nicer than the traffic in the middle of Los Angeles. So I have been visiting with family. We went to my husband's high school reunion. There weren't many people that we knew well. Eric obviously went to school with them all, but wasn't any of the close friends. But it was interesting. I have not been to that fancy of a country club type atmosphere so many times in my life, so that was entertaining to say the least. And yeah, we spent some time with friends and family, and now we are headed back north. Today is October 14th, 2015. It is a warm day out here in the high desert. I guess I could tell you how warm. It was supposed to be in the 90s still. Let's see. My phone says the high will be 84. That seems maybe a little low, but it's warm. So let's see. Let's move into some yarnings and adventures in knitting. So right now, I am working on my On the Motorway. This is a pattern in the Midwestern Knits book. I cannot remember who the designer is. Say like Adrian Smith or something. I haven't typed it because I didn't put it in last week's notes on the screen. But I have made some good progress. So I'm going to show you my little cabley twists here. Move my needles out of the way. And you can see I have done probably a little more than 6 inches. Everything's a little blown out because it's pretty bright out here, but at least the sun isn't shining in my eyes. So there's the big cables here, and the smaller cables are over here. Those go up the front, and it is looking really nice. There are a lot of stitches on these needles, so it does take a little while to get around and do things. There are a lot of stitch markers helping me guide my way as I navigate the motorway. So it has been good knitting in the car. I did some good knitting on it between the other projects that I've been working on, but it mostly has been in the car. So that is that. This is Blue Moon Fiber Art Sucks That Rock Heavyweight in the Burl colorway, or Beryl, I don't know. It's B-E-R-Y-L. Do you know that mineral? Beryl? Burl? I had it right the first time. Okay. And it is ripped from an old sweater that I knit at the very beginning of my knitting life. So that is in my mustache bag over here, and I am moving through the skeins of yarn. The next thing that I cast on is in my Creative Mojo bag. This is by Joanne, Auntie Jo, on Instagram and Ravelry. And she is creativemojo.etsy.com, and we're going to be having a giveaway. She made this adorable adorable bag for me. Look at those elephants. They are happy and in love and purple and orange and beautiful, and the inside of the bag is all stripy to match. It's got these great drawstrings. Isn't that nice? And it just stays closed. It's a really great bag. I am just absolutely loving getting to carry it around. Ah, and my chapstick's in there. I've been looking for that. So here is her card. And she is in Canada. And what I have inside of here is new socks. These are my Panacoken socks. Because I like to sing it. That I got from Spartacus Dyes at Zombie Apocalypse this year. It is her Will and Grace sock from the Zombie Rainbow Collection, Panacoken Purple. And I knew that when she posted it beforehand that I was going to have to get this and sing every time I pulled it out. SpartacusDyes.com. And I am making vanilla socks. Just my normal toe up 2 at a time, and I'm in the middle of a row, so I'll just show you this way. I put on a lot of knitting at the reunion, so I have full toes and about an inch into the foot. And there's just really nice purples. There's some slight hints of pink every once in a while. It just navigates all the purple shades really, really nicely. So I am really enjoying these, and my other socks that are out of Mary Gale's yarn in this same base have held up really well. I have worn them a lot this summer because I made short socks. It's my Catch the Happy Snowman socks, I think, is what they are on Ravelry, and they are wearing really well. So I'm really glad to have another pair of socks in this sock base because they will be great. And I'm just doing vanilla. I may change when I get up to the foot to actually add some sort of a pattern, but I needed them to just be simple and easy conversation knitting, and that kept my hands busy while I was at the reunion, and apparently that impressed some people, but whatever. So that's the second knitting item I've been working on. I guess I don't have to actually pick them up and knit them. It's just in my hands, and that happens. So then the next thing I've been working on is I've been doing some washcloths for my kitchen, because all the washcloths in my kitchen are looking really old. So new kitchen. Let's put Joanne's card back in there so I don't lose it. New kitchen needs some new dishcloths. So this was knitting in the car in the dark, and so it's a little bit smaller than I'd like it to be, but that's okay. I will still use it. So the next one is on the needles, and it has sunk in here. And again, I just did these kind of in the dark. The nice white makes it easy to see, and it's just Grandma's favorite dishcloth pattern, free one on Ravelry. This one I'm adding in some colors. I just have some random bits of cotton yarn, and so every few rows I'm holding the 2 colors double, the white and the color, so then I have less ends to weave in, because the last set of dishcloths that I did that I striped had a lot of ends to weave in, and after a few washings, sometimes they find their way out. So, trying to make a little bit of color and not have so many ends to weave in. Cotton is a little hard sometimes to get it to be in the right spot. So I've got some beautiful purples. This one I made a entrelac dishcloth out of, and so this is the leftovers from my garterlac, I think is what the pattern for that one was. This one, I have no idea what it's from. I don't think I've actually used it for anything. And this one is leftover from a stripy dishcloth. So I just stuck all of these ones in here that looked interesting. And when it was dark, I didn't even know which color I was pulling out. I just took it out and started knitting on it. And I wound off with some white from one of my cones of white back when I thought, I'm going to knit everything in cotton. And I bought tons of cotton yarn. Deep stash, not even really in Ravelry because it's so many weird quantities. and so many small little balls. That's that. And I think that's all the knitting that I actually worked on. I have a couple other projects in the back that didn't get worked on. So let's have some spinning. Spinning a tail. So I showed you guys last time the new fiber that I was going to be spinning. The tag is in the bottom. This is Knitty in Color. Spin it around so you can kind of see it. Ultra light at night or something like that was the colorway. And I have made a little bit of progress. Just one little cup so far. It is a shorter staple length of fiber than I've been spinning, and so it's a little harder to get even because it doesn't always grab together. It's still nice. I'm enjoying it, and it's really soft. It just isn't quite as long of a staple length as the BFL and stuff that I've been spinning. But I really like the colors. Right now, it kind of looks like the earth with the blue and the green. Every once in a while, I get a pop of white or a pop of black, and that's really interesting. I kind of like the black. So that is living in its little container that it doesn't quite all fit in. The top went somewhere else in the car and didn't make it back. I'm going to set you right over there. And so that is spinning. Let's move into stitching. Multi-craftual something. I'm coming up with a better name, I swear. Eric and I brainstormed at one point. So these are my English paper piecing little hexies, and I now have 8 flowers worth. So each flower has seven hexes sewed together. Got the paper on the back, basted around with the white. My laptop slid, it's all good. So I have been working hard on these. These have been super fun. I am really enjoying these. So next up, I have a whole bunch of them that are waiting to be basted so that I can do another set. I think I have enough to do another set of 8 flowers. So I am continuing to enjoy working on that. And then I still have plenty more fabric that I can cut up. I just love how nice they look together. The stitches are really fine, and it's going to be really neat. I think it's going to be some sort of a wall hanging. But yeah, I'm just really enjoying. I've worked on these a lot while listening to an audiobook, so that memory comes back to me when I pick them up. And this container is working really, really well for it. So I'm glad that I decided I needed something more secure than just a bag to stick all these things in, because with all the pins and stuff, this is much more helpful. Okay, let's see, where to stick you? Over there! Woohoo! Alright, let's move into some non-yarny segments. Sagas of Geekery. We played Splendor one of the nights. We were in a hotel. We pulled out a table and sat and played that for a little bit, and that was our one game so far this trip. There might be some gaming tonight where we are going. I could see that happening. We brought our small games, but I know that the house we're going to must have some games. Maybe we'll play little kid games because we'll be seeing little kids. We are going to see some friends, one of Eric's high school friends that we are good friends with that are along the way home. So that will be good. So let's see, we watched a bunch of random things. I got to see part of an episode of Cupcake Wars. We don't have any of the fancy cable channels right now, so it was exciting to get to see some HGTV and some Food Network. But we didn't watch anything substantial. Now, reading, we have made a serious dent in our current book. This is Raising Steam. I don't remember if I told you the right thing last time. Raising Steam, we finished Snuff. I may have said it backwards. We are at 21 of 26 chapters. So, we're getting towards the end, and I am really enjoying this one. After that, we've got a couple other things we can listen to if we run out of stuff. So that's Sagas of Geekery. How about some fanciful chatter? I am wearing a new lipstick. This is NYX High Voltage in the color Wine and Dine. I really like it. It goes on really nice. It's a really nice color for me. I have also been making use of sunscreen because it's been so hot and bright. I have fancy new shoes that I'm sure you want to see. Look how cool those are. These are Brooks. They come in a nice wide width for me, and I just love the colors. And on the inside, it's even got fun colors along the edge. Totally neat, right? So, that was fanciful chatter. Let's see, book of cooking. Obviously, I haven't been cooking this week. We did have a hotel room that had a stovetop, but it was not. We would have had to check out pans, and it just wasn't a great hotel room. I would so not go back there again. So no, we have not done any cooking, but we have gone out to a lot of interesting restaurants. The most interesting was our visit to Pasadena with my brother-in-law, Eric's brother. We went to a pizza place. I don't remember what it was called. If I can find it, what was it? Luggage room. So they have all these fancy, kind of Portlandy feel pizza combinations. We tried one that had shaved fennel and Italian sausage and roasted red peppers. And then the pizza of the day that was unique had pears. What else? Brie? No, that was my waffle somewhere, or my omelet somewhere. Pears and some other stuff, veggies of some sort. I don't remember what it was now. It was really good though. Oh, it had a balsamic reduction on it. That's always interesting on a pizza. And then we walked down to an ice cream place called Cool House. It's this little food stand inside of a building, and they make all sorts of stuff, but the most iconic thing, I guess, was these ice cream sandwiches. And we tried the boys tried a bunch of different flavors. I found what I wanted and just went with it. But they had weird flavors like pizza ice cream. Eric had balsamic and fig. There was Fruit Loops, which I was really tempted by, but I ended up with red velvet cake ice cream that actually had pieces of cake in it, in between two snickerdoodle cookies. That was really cool. So that was a really fun destination place to go and visit. Other food things, we went to some Italian. We did the Eating Room in Redlands, which is a fun place that has good lunches and breakfasts and baked goods and stuff, and I enjoy going to that one. They have really interesting decor in there. Lots of roosters, oranges. There's a whole room in the back that has this orange tree on the wall that actually has fake oranges coming off of it. So that's always entertaining. And we got to see my in-laws' new house. And they do not have power, so we did not eat anything at their house. They don't have power in part of the kitchen. No stove for now. So it's still a pretty new spot for them. They're still making all the necessary changes to make it work for them. So that was cooking, food related. Let's move into the happiness continues. Okay, where did I set my little notebook here? I'm just going to show you my color swatches. There we go. I feel it. They fell. There we go. Okay, so kitchen renovation is on. My brother has been demolishing old stuff and sending me pictures of it. just going to show you the countertops. They're going to be this beautiful white with little flecks of black and white and gray in it. We're going to have a beautiful purple, this blackberry jam here, and Metropolis is the bottom one here. I know the colors aren't going to come out exactly right, but you get a little sneak peek. And I am getting really excited to see how it's all looking when we get home this week, to even see what demolition has been done and all that. So that is quite an exciting thing in our life. Put this back somewhere. And let's see, what else is happy and exciting? I'm really excited for a day with my friends. We'll get to have dinner tonight and spend some time tomorrow. My calendar always says Amelia Day, or when I get to go spend time with my friend Amelia. That will be super fun. And then just the rest of our road trip together will be nice. We get to probably finish our book and just spend some more time together before we head back home and move into the end of October and all of the home stuff going on around that. So I think that might be everything for today. I am noticing, you guys can see in my window back there, my laundry hanging up. Don't mind that. Yeah, I think that might be everything for today. So a little bit of a short episode, but I wanted to get something recorded for you today. Oh, I was going to show you my hair. I don't have my hat on now, but it is all short underneath. Pretty cool, huh? That was supposed to be in Fanciful Chatter if I had had show notes. It's all good. All right, so I think I will tell you how you can follow me around. I am Christine with a K on Ravelry. I am KDLB, just the letters, on Instagram. The Yearnings podcast group is on Ravelry, and we will have a drawing for the current quarter of the Conversation Knits Cal and get the next one started and get some more prizes going for you. I'm really excited to get some of the things out that are waiting when I get home. I have 2 prizes waiting to send out, so I have people's addresses and I will get that done. And you can see the show notes. Last week I did a pretty good job. We'll see how this week's show notes pan out, but you can see those on yarningspodcast.com. All right, guys, until next time, that's the story. Bye.